Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray, and I'm back at you with another stock market update. This one, we're going to go over a weekly outlook for the week coming up. What I got on the screen right now is a chart of the Russell futures, which are the small caps, and they pretty much led the way up, or they've been leading this rally. As you can see, they pretty much took the biggest hit to the downside, and they've led the biggest hit to the upside. So they pretty much lead the market. And with that being said, on Friday, it was up 55 handles. The futures were. That was a 3% move. If we look at the Dow futures, it was like 0.88%. The Nasdaq futures was quarter of a percent, and the S&P futures was a little bit over half a percent. And so what you seeing the Russell futures leading the way up, a lot of times if I see the Russell like with a large move up or down, that's pretty much how I look for the day if I'm doing some scalping. With the Russell, I'm gonna go to the IWM, right? So what I showed you was the futures. Now I'm gonna go to the ETF. This is a way of trading the ETF. Now I'm gonna bring up my screen, my charts, my indicators, and we're gonna look at some stuff. And you can see I already got levels on here. I'm gonna take the indicators back off. You see that? Now if you've been following the channel, I've been showing this ever since it was like back here. I don't know, I may have been talking about it since it was back here. I don't remember. But I'm constantly trading in and out of this or just using it as a proxy to look at other stocks. I may not necessarily be in this, but then I'll use this as I see it with a pattern going up, then I look for other things around this to trade or that looks similar. So you can see right here, this big candle breaking out of this triangle pattern, right? My next target for IWM is right up here at 189. So now I expect to see a little chop or a little, a little consolidation around here. It's possible. Being is that now when I bring my indicators up, you're gonna see on my stochastic how it is overbought, but you can see the stochastic turning up at the top. No pun intended. Um, so that just letting you know that it's continuing to go upward. The RSI is only at a 68, so on the relative strength, it hasn't gotten to the overbought process yet on the RSI. So that means we got a little bit more room that we can go. And like I said, my next target, I would not hold it past this level, even though I got other levels. These are lower probabilities. And even if it makes it up here, which it most certainly can, because I'm gonna show you why I have a bullish outlook for 2024. And this is part of the reason. Because even if it hits here, like once it hits here, I expect it to pull back some, right? I expect it to. I don't think the market could just go straight up. We'll get a little zag and then it'll continue up. That's what I think. That's my thesis. Until something happens to change it. I may do another video later in the week to talk about why a little bit more into why I'm bullish for next year. As you can hear, I'm a little congested, so I'm trying to talk as less as possible and still get the content and the information out. Now, so I got a target for IWM. Now let's go look at because I went out of order. Let's take a look at Caterpillar. Look at Caterpillar. Similar setup, right? These stocks, you should be following my channel, right? These are not trade recommendations. Let me first of all say that just to protect myself. But I post, even when I can't come on and do a video, I will post a chart of stuff that I'm looking at. IWM, I've posted in the community tab. I know I've posted Caterpillar in the community tab and on Twitter. So you should be following me on Twitter. The link is somewhere on the in the notes or somewhere around in there. Like I got it, the link in there. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter because sometimes I just post something on Twitter like a chart. Look at this. It came right here. In this level, it gapped up over it and then used it as support. But look right here. It hit the 100 level. Now, could have been out of this trade. I'm not in it right now, but I'm looking at getting in it next week. As you can see, it took out this high on a big green candle. Next level on it, 266. I probably wouldn't. 265, nice clean number. I'd be out. And here's your resistance right there, lining up with my fib level. That's some confluence. Let's go take a look at UBS. Look at this. Now I know I posted this. I posted it somewhere. Anytime I got these already charted up like this, they posted somewhere. Look at this. Next level, 29.45. This is a small stock, so or a low price stock. I probably would, even though I think it'll hit here, maybe give us a little chop, then boom, and go up. My last level, 32 bucks, somewhere right around in that level. Um, we'll continue to look at it. Like, we'll continue to watch this one. I'm just going over stuff that I already had on my chart, and I got some more levels that I need to add to this. Let's go to Honeywell. Now, if I was in Honeywell, I'd take profit right up here at the 100. I'd just take profit right here. Now, that don't mean that it can't get to I absolutely think that it'll make it to the next level. But let me show you why. If you look right here, you see how it's red right here on the RSI? It's letting me know on the RSI. Now on the stochastic, because I'll I'll buy stocks if the stochastic is overbought. Because you can see it was overbought right here and it just drifted higher. I'm just a little bit more careful, but when the RSI is red, I like to take profit. I take some profit here, see if we get a pullback, and then this breaks down. And then when this starts to turn up again, then I start if I was going to get back in Honeywell, right? So Honeywell is a good place to take some profit. This is a perfect A, B equals C, D pattern. Um, it will look something like if I was gonna put this, I probably shouldn't even do this, but like you all some little harmonics. What a harmonic pattern look like? Uh, let's see. This ain't gonna look the same. There you go. Mm. Now, if I was on another, so that's what a harmonic would look like. This is your A, B, C, C, D, and the length of this move from here to here equals this to this. It's a perfect place. Actually, this one would probably it probably get right there on it and then stop. I'd get out. I'll take my profit, try to get a pullback, and then I'll shoot for that. So I'll be watching Honeywell. It's gonna stay over here. Now, Tesla is the tricky one out of the bunch, and I'm gonna show you why. I have divergence on Tesla on the stochastic, right? So from hitting this high to this high, it's lower. Let's draw this out. Here, here. See that? So I got on the oscillator, making a low high. Price action. That's not what I want. Trend line. Price action made a higher high. Seeing what the market did, right? What do you do? Now let me take these indicators off so you can see. Now you see that? Now you can see the higher high on the price action. When I put it back on there, you can see the lower low on the oscillator. And you see how I did that right at this level, and then the market turned down. Went down about 20 bucks. Now, Even though I have a level up here, I would be cautious because it hit the first level. You don't know what it's gonna do. Tesla is real volatile. Now, me, I'll watch it to see it come down some, pull back a little bit. At the first hint of a nice green candle or this reversing, I'll get long Tesla again. I think it's gonna break through this trend line. If it breaks through this trend line, I'm telling you, all time. I think what are the all time highs? Let's look at it. 'Cause I don't know. Because I know it's split a few times. Let's go. Oh, okay. So all time high. Ooh, that would put it right up there at it, huh? If it hit this last level. Let's see. If break out of this trend line, you're gonna get a lot of excuse me. To break out of this trend line, you would need a lot of volume. And it's probably gonna go sideways for a little while. So I watched Tesla this week, right? I won't let me look at my squeeze indicator and you can see it's dying down. So Tesla isn't something that I would trade this week, just me personally, unless you wanna sell some premium, but they got a low IV rank. So, but I will be watching it because like I said, this trend line right here has got one, two, three, four touches on it. So I expected it to get here and consolidate, and which is what you want to see. You want to see it chop in here, just like IWM chop. See right here, you want to see something like this. And when it come out, you see how big this candle is. If it chops in here and gets up around this level where this trend line is, and then it breaks out, it's gonna give you it'll give a big move. At least that's my analysis. Now, this one I saw at the end of the day, and it's always great to catch these at the bottom because this is an energy company in phase, been beat down. Look at it. It's trending down for the last year, right? Let's do a year to date. Just chopping down, down. Look how much value, look how much it lost. So at the beginning of the year, it's the first candle of the year. What's that? 270? That's all the way down here, like 106. And I got a perfect move. It's a perfect setup for me anyway. Gapped up, gapped up over my 9 SMA, pull back, broke. I already hit 61.8 right here and chopped a little bit, got a nice size candle. My next level is 113. I'll be looking to try to get into this Monday morning. Now, that's if it don't gap up. I get some crazy looking gap on Monday and it's up here, then that's a no-go for me. I would rather see it just open up slow, not even open up like high, just maybe chop. Give me a red candle. I'd rather have a red candle. Cause I get that. If I can get a red candle, I'd like to get a red candle. Even pull back a little bit. I'd buy this on a down day. Be better. If a gap's up, then I won't even I'll let it go, hit the 100 and then see if I can get in on a down day. But I like in phase at this point where it's at. This gap right here at some point is going to get filled. Maybe in 2024 it gets filled. But look how far that gap is away. That's 220. Right? The stock is at 106 right now. I love the upside that we can get on this or that I can get. So, it went up 5%. On Friday, I'll be looking at this first thing Monday morning. Now, last but not least, we're going to take a look at the SPX and then get up out of here. SPX. Now, I'm feeling a little better now that I've got going. Because it's kind of like working out. You don't feel like doing it. Then once you get going, woo, woo, woo. So it seemed like I drunk some lime water before I started. Feel like my nasal passage starting to open up. Now, see the expected move for the week? Not a lot. Expected move for the week is $50. right? You can see the chain right here in the middle. That's not a lot. But look at the move that it's had. So even if it gets up to here, um, you know, you, I wouldn't. I don't know how much of a move we're gonna get, to be honest with you. Took out these highs, or it's right here at these highs, so it could probably break up here, hit this, and then pull back a little. Right? That's the overall market. That's the S&P 500, the option market of it. Because the SPX, you can only trade options in. But what I really want to talk about is not so much the expected move for the week. It's not a big move. So we could see some sideways action or some consolidation in the SPX, right? And the S&P 500 overall. That's why I've looked at individual stocks to really trade if I get a move. What I want to look at is why I go ahead and talk about why I'm bullish for 2024. There's a couple of reasons. One of them I'm gonna show you right now. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at a monthly chart. I never look at monthly charts, but I'm gonna show you why. I'm looking at a monthly chart right now. You see this right here. This is called a falling three. Now let me bring up this indicator right here. Down here you see these red dots. These red dots indicate like what would be called a squeeze. Basically, the market is contracting on this particular time frame. Now, you can see right here for the month of December, we got a green dot now here, which means that it's firing off, saying that it's breaking out of this contraction. This actually coincides with this falling three candlestick pattern. One, down, two, down, three, down. If you Google falling three candlestick pattern, this is what you're going to see. This is a bullish pattern. And then you get a green candle that basically take these three out. And that's what we got on a monthly chart. This is a bullish pattern, basically like a flag, a true one. And so, and you hardly ever see them on a monthly. That's crazy. Couple that what they have price cuts, well, excuse me, not price cuts, but interest rate cuts are being priced in by the Fed next year. And I think what I seen was June sometime. The market is already pricing these in because you got to look at it like this. We didn't have, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, you had to call up a stockbroker, maybe a little long. Yeah, 30 years ago. You had to call up, talk to somebody and say, hey, buy this whatever XY, Jimmy's tree cutting service. I want 100 shares of it, right? You had to call somebody and then they put it in. Or you see something the Fed didn't do regular, they didn't talk on TV like they do now. Everything wasn't announced. You didn't have algorithms trading the market. So when news or when information, like then it took a long time for information to travel. So you wouldn't get these big moves like this. Now information travels, something comes out on Twitter, everybody sees it. Monday morning, the algos are moving. Not even Monday morning. Algos are hedging and moving when the futures market opens up on Sunday, which is why I always look at the futures market. You see it at the top of my watch list. So, with that being said, the market is already pricing in these cuts. And so that's why you seeing that's one reason why it's hard for the Fed to do anything, which is why I don't really think they had that much power. That's why they come out and talk and try to talk the market to move because the market is already moving before they can even get out whatever their policy is going to be. This is showing me right here that we're going to get cuts. And that's what, in my opinion, that's what this is showing. And the market and is buying, like the algos are buying, people are buying, whoever's buying, right, is believing that, hey, this is going to go higher. And we got this bull flag on a monthly chart. So I expect this to be taken out. This high right here of 4,800. I expect that to be taken out. I think I got do I got levels? I don't have any drawings. Um, I think I may have deleted them. I actually do, but I think I deleted them. So I may come back and do it later on in the week. Once I see this highs taken out, I think 4,800 is in the sights, and I even got 5,300 um, up here some around somewhere as it getting to. So I do think, and this is the first, like we got the fire right here. We got this green dot. So we only got like one candle, I would say, out of it. I'm gonna count this one. And two, we can get three more candles out of this. At least three, maybe four. There's no way that um that I'm gonna be bearish next year. Just me personally. The black swan gotta come. And if it's a black swan, that means that we can't see it coming. And the market is seeing everything coming right now. So whatever happens, it's gonna have to be something like COVID just happened, right? It got to be something like that to turn this market down, in my opinion. That doesn't mean that it can't go down, but we need to see something. Right now, everything's pointing towards it going higher. Now, this is a monthly chart. So if you go out there and buy some stuff, that don't mean like the week or so it can't pull down a little bit. Like this right here. See how this came down and then it wicked and went up. Like anytime you see a wick like this on a monthly, that let you know it was a lot of volatility that month. So that doesn't mean that we can't get a down move back into here, which I expect at some point, right? It's just that means that I think that people are gonna come in and buy it back up. So hey guys, with that being said, hopefully this trading platform that I'm using, this is TastyTrade. Link is down in the notes. You want to sign up, put 2 grand in the account, or I do get something for it if you sign up and put. I think that's the minimum, and then I'll get like a referral fee. It is the platform that I use. I've been using it for the past few years. Now I'm using it exclusively. I use it to do my this channel and day trading, and sometimes swing trade, and I also use Fidelity, but that's just where I got some 401k stuff. But this is what I use primarily. So I'll use this to do all of my charting, technical analysis, option stuff, and then I'll go in there and buy whatever stocks I want to buy. But it's all based off of this. So I don't promote anything that I don't use. I use StreamYard to stream these videos, link down in there. If you want to, start streaming, I advise everyone. This is free promotion for whatever you want to do, whatever business you have, whatever ideas you have, you know, whatever you want to talk about. It's free promotion right now, anyway. So go ahead and make sure you sign up with StreamYard. I think I got Ladder down there for insurance. I got some insurance through them. I think I got a term life policy through Ladder, and that's in the show notes. You can click on that. If you don't have any insurance, go ahead and get some. You don't want to see your family. Um, it's one thing to have to lose a loved one, but it's another thing while you grieving, not to come up with the money to try to put them in the ground. So let's not have that. Let's act like responsible adults and get that done. With that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.